And welcome to another wonderful edition of Inside Niger on top CHRICED Radio and Television, where your matter now we own. My name na Princess Anyana, and Inside Today program will first of all bring you the front pages of newspapers, after which we'll carry person enter for Inside Studio. We'll come here to break down to us some of the big things that we dey inside the news. You go here say the United States people then we come touch light all this accusation of killing for we country. Don't waka enter Benue State. You go know wetin happen for that side. Also EFCC dey inside the news. And then make we still let you know, say today will be December 9, na the International Anti-Corruption Day. That's na the day will be said they don't put for the world to take celebrate fighting against wood of corruption. But all of that will come up later inside the show. But right now, don't go anywhere. Make we take another very short break. When we come back, now straight into the front pages of newspapers. Welcome back. The Punch newspaper, nice start of the papers this morning, and they say on top the change, they want change government by force for Benin Republic. United States now don't begin the torchlight their travel warnings, and we say those ones that will they be captured, they don't get back their freedom. For POS takeover, federal government don't they end cash payment inside ministries, departments, and agencies. And the big story for inside the Punch, Abuja government said they go shift 70% of the capital projects inside 2025 budget to 2026. Government now don't stop new projects for now, and they don't put limits to spending 22.37 trillion naira in their budget to use do capital work in 2026. You go touchlight all of that for inside the Punch newspaper of today. The Vanguard newspaper come follow closely, and the Vanguard say Ogbonge government don't ban cash payment for their services. And then still federal government, they tell courts, say made they fast for hearing of terrorism and kidnap cases. 100 students where the terrorists release, they don't hand them over now to Niger State government. And the big story for inside the Vanguard, one talk person for inside Senate don't come out now say Tinubu actually sees Benin Republic airspace legally. To take note, wetin be the igiaga around how the matter take go down, you go need to enter inside the Vanguard, because some other small story still follow that one, make you for know wetin they play. Now, the Guardian newspaper come closely, and the Guardian say on top the failed Benin coup, how Nigeria intervention take help us now to get some very, very important places to they do business, and also to get a regional supply chain. Still for inside that one, House of Reps don't give NNPCL or GA December 15 as the deadline for him to appear and come and follow them talk. PDP, they face growing 2027 uncertainty as the different factions, they continue to get one or two igiaga. And still for inside the front page of the Guardian, Arewa, don't they talk or say Tinubu 2027 faith in ambition, whether it go work it day dependent on economy and security scorecard. All of that they inside the Guardian newspaper, where you go see for inside today. Now, the Nation newspaper come burst out to say students go assess government 50 million naira innovation grant. More Nigerian fighter jets and soldiers, they inside Benin Republic right now. Then Nigeria, US, they are moving in the right direction. Now, Riley Moore, one of the US group people for inside America, and in the yarn, this one I just tell you so. Now, Tinubu don't come out now, they drop hot warning down, say, for the way they don't rescue some of those girls, then we then kidnap for Niger State. Now, don't they charge the security people, them say, make them make sure, say them bring back everybody where they inside the hand of kidnappers. Just enter for Inside the Nation, all of that and more, they wait for you. Now, the Daily Trust newspaper can follow, and they say on top this accusation of genocide, say that they keep people throw away. United States lawmakers don't waka enter Benue. Soldiers don't kill bandits and then rescue some victims for inside Sokoto. 17 agencies score 0 for their efficiency rating. Now, one report bring that one come out. 7 women, what they do, we no go green. 9 then key inside Adamawa State. Now, the big story for Daily Trust be that EFCC don't lock up Sylva house. Courts refuse Nnamdi Kanu request made for transfer him from Sokoto to another prison. One of the Niger State students, them where they go rescue, don't begin now to talk about their experience inside the bush. You will need to enter for the Daily Trust to get all of the full gist of that and plenty other to reach them. The Nigerian Tribune can come out now, say $2.4 billion Eurobond, oil receipts, remittances. Now they drive the $7.5 billion reserves we don't increase inside Nigeria. Now research now do that one, and then you go see, other African markets too, we also don't improve for their money where they make for outside. Courts don't stop AMCON appointed lawyer, make you represent JHL on top disobedience of court order. The Turaki side of PDP and even governor's lawyer to that side. Others now don't they do meetings back to back on top, say, Wike side also they plan to do their own convention. Nigerian Tribune go give you the full gist of all of that. Inside the big gist for inside Nigerian Tribune now on top matter of insecurity. People now they do mining work, what they call miners, not be small para. Then now don't change jump for northern governors and then reject the call by the governor, say make them ban mining. That one today there. House of Representatives don't they question NERC on top 109 licenses we just hang, we stagnant, where they know they use, and they accuse distribution companies, say that they do some things that will be say pure. That's one inside Nigerian Tribune day. Tinubu now, as I'm talking to you, he also been entering into separate meetings with Fubara and 7 APC governors. ICPC, Ministry of Works, don't begin to do auditing of 760 road projects all over the country. Men wey carry gun don't keep pastor wife, burn house, burn cars for inside church for Anambra State, and then kill 4 people inside another community. The National Security Advisor don't hand over the 100 students with a rescue from the kidnapped ones in Niger State, give to the Niger State governor. And then a U.S. lawmaker, more say security talks with Nigeria been they productive. And for the body matter report, dengue vaccine don't get their first major approval. Enter for Nigerian Tribune, all of that and more. They wait for you. Now, rounding up the newspapers this morning, now Punch Sports Extra, and in Punch Sports Extra on top of the game between Barcelona and Frankfurt, the Catalans, they find how to revenge against the Germans. And for the Bayern and the Sporting game, Bavarians, the target top sport. Lukman Onyedika, they battle London Giants. Nwabali, say not they sure for them to follow for inside AFCON. Sylva don't they cool down all the talks of CHRICED being permanent inside their team. Madrid don't give Alonso ultimatum. Chelsea suffer Palma blow. Vardiol don't fire Arsenal title race warning. And the big G's for inside the Punch Sports Extra, possible 28 suspense as Chile they prepare to name the final Eagles AFCON squad. Usyk say he go help Joshua to beat Fury. And on cricket, Nigeria tighten West Africa trophy grip. Liverpool, the eye Gerrard to replace Slot. All of this and more, you go see them inside the Punch Sports Extra newspaper of today. Just try to get at least any of these papers. Make you for know the full gist, make your own for no loss. And now go wrap up the front pages of newspapers for today. But don't forget to join us tomorrow, same time, same station, another edition of front pages of newspapers inside Niger. But coming up next, now the big stories them inside the news. No go anywhere.
Naija, e don take small wey I say yo. Maybe na one of the reasons why rumors bin dey spread say Kebobo don leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news because I never get tired and I no dey retire. I just change gear small dey make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don dey listen to me and that voice dey sweet you, the analysis dey totori you. Now you go dey watch me live on top CHRICED radio and television, where we go dey break down news analysis wella for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story wey dey happen inside program wey we call Inside Naija. You go enjoy am wella because we go break am for you, you go reason with us and you go understand the grammar well. Wetin you need to do now na to follow us on top www.cricedradiotv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name na Kolawole Omoniyi. On top CHRICED radio and television, your matter now we own.
Welcome back to Inside Niger. Time don't reach for the big stories them, but I can also tell you, as I always tell you, Mondays to Fridays, inside the 9 o'clock hour, if you catch us live for YouTube and for Facebook at CHRICED Radio TV, and we're on all other social media platforms at CHRICED Radio TV. Check us out, subscribe to our channels, like us, comment on our reports them, and then at the same time, if you get something you want us to touch light or you want to reach us, you also feel drop comments on top all of our social media handles, and then we'll get back to you. And in case you want to talk to us through our WhatsApp, the number is 0906 891 8345. Yes, 0906 891 8345 be our WhatsApp number. If you talk to us on top of the show, if you talk to us after the show, and definitely somebody go respond to you. Now, coming back inside the studio, I get Kolawole Omoniyi in the house. Kola, good morning.
Good morning, Princess.
Happy International Day of Anti-Corruption.
Thank you very much.
I think maybe later by the ending of the show, you could just talk one or two inside. But now,
Oh, well.
starting the story, the Burkina Faso don't come out now. They threaten, you get say then we go do actions against Nigeria, say we violate their airspace. According by the matter, Alliance of Sahel States, that now Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, those ones then will come up for inside ECOWAS after then do coup. Now, inside the joint statement, don't come out say one of our Nigerian military aeroplane go fly over Burkina airspace, Burkina Faso airspace on Monday without permission, and say that landing, where they land that place in unfriendly acts, and say their air forces don't already there on maximum alert and get order to neutralize any aircrafts will violate their airspace. As we're talking like this, as at right now, Nigerian government never reacts to the matter yet. What does this thing really mean for us?
Yeah, it's just aftermath of the coup where they happen for some of those countries. And trust me, the same way ECOWAS gets more members in the West Africa countries, these guys too will want more members. You understand? So by implication, if they get the current country, I think we want Benin Republic, where they want to take over. You understand? Just imagine say they don't already be successful, they don't turn for be that. So the move, definitely you know that if Nigerian government or our Air Force be seek for that clearance, they're not gonna get them. You understand? Must they be that desperate to fly without the clearance? The answer is no. Because apart from even say, okay, they violate law, professional negligence, anything can happen. It can cost more lives. You understand? So if we have rules and regulation where they guide airspace, and out of desperation, say when I get order to come help us, may military not take over our country, and now make that move without clearance, it not really makes sense, because by implication, if to say these people don't act based on that order, where they don't neutralize, the way they talk and say then get authority, then get the order to neutralize anybody who violate their airspace, you know what it means? It may cause serious diplomatic gbege between our country and that of their country. I don't see plenty comment where they fly left, right, and center. Some people will talk, say, if Tinubu go continue with his atrocity and extend it to other African countries, so they should use this one to teach and lesson to caution them. If you know, show remorseful, so you made them send the soldiers to their creators. That one, no, they're patriotic anyway, because those people get their assignment. So we just need to, they need to find a way of managing this thing diplomatically.
Okay, they need to find a way to manage this matter diplomatically. Quickly, a very short break. When we come back, we'll continue with the rest of the show. Don't go anywhere. Now, inside Niger, if you want also. Welcome back to Inside Niger. My name still be Princess Anyana, and I still get Kolawole Omoni inside the studio. Now, we're moving to the next story for we hand. The 100 students with them being get back from the Niger State school kidnapping. Yesterday now, finally, the Office of the National Security Advisor don't carry them handover to Niger State Governor. Now, according by No Ribado, through the mouth of the person we represent him, he say they were able to rescue, these children through coordinated operations by the Office of the National Security Advisor, Department of State Services, Armed Forces, and other security agencies. Even though you get another report where even talk say they actually drop these children somewhere. You get say they drop the children somewhere, then Kuma Congo there go carry them. His sources, they say sources talk say they actually dropped the children for one location between Lumma and Wawa towns for Borgu local government area of Niger State around 7 o'clock for night on Sunday. Then their security operatives go recover them back. And now they've handed them over to the state governor. The state governor very happy, visibly thanking the president and everything. And Oga President Bola Tinubu don't also, charge the security agency. Yes, this one is good, but they should still go ahead and rescue the 115 remaining students and teachers in the hand of the kidnappers.
Yeah, now good move say we get 100 out of these children, but we don't talk and say we no go still dey happy, say others still remain over there. And if they talk say na rescue operation, and they always talk with this kind of situation, these people will not just drop those children there and leave them there. That they should stay and wait for them till when they return. They're possible. Wherever they are taking them to, they have their guys around that area. So how come they just go there, go pick those children? Nobody there around them. If these people kidnap only one person, the way then they surround them. I know say they may not have enough capacity to do plenty mobilization, follow these children. But nobody say they will just abandon 100 of them at that particular spot and leave until these people go there, go rescue. So what I'm saying in essence is that where be the people where they around these girls when the rescue happened? These are the kind of story where no make people get confidence in our security apparatus, because you give outbreak information, you let people believe, say, okay, now the complete or maybe coordinated work where now they do, now they make this result they come. We will be happy, and we are hoping, and we'll be happy that true, this thing where they tell us now so it be. But if not the other way around, say me now based on negotiation, payment of whatever, or swap deal or whatever, it's not a good news to us. We can't just take that story, say these people abandon the children for one particular place, then go there, go pack them based on information we then get. No. There must be a few number of those guys that are watching over the children there, because they don't already see them like assets. It's just like you having a goods that you're expecting maybe 100 million, 200 million on top of the goods, and you just abandon it at a particular location and you leave. Say you return tomorrow and meet it there. It's not done. Because these people, they don't turn into business, and they see those children as assets for them to be able to negotiate, to get money, or to do swap deal or whatever. So if you are now saying they carry the entire 400 children, abandon them until you guys just went there and picked them. No. Nigerians cannot take that kind of a story. It not today clear to anybody. It not today clear. It better make them not even talk now until they succeed and get the entire student and teachers back to us than to be giving us this information. You know, I told you that when government, at a point the other time, they asked one of the person will go talk in the US before the US lawmakers committee on top of foreign affairs, on top of say, okay, they won't declare our country as a particular concern and what have you. Then they asked the woman, say, where this the woman, almost every 2-3 sentences where this woman they talk, trust deficit they appear like 2-3 times too. They now ask her, how can we help in breaching the gap of this trust deficit when they talk about? The woman answered them, there's nothing you guys can do. You can't use money to come and build a trust deficit. It's just the commitment of people where they lead. For you to admit, say you don't forehand, this now wetin you go do. Let it be clear to everybody what you are doing. But in a situation whereby you are giving Nigerians, many professors, endless intelligent people, you are giving them story where we say, even they are picking of 5 years old, if you don't even believe what they talk about. You say, make we just take on like that. We no go trust the system. And the implication be this. The first time you see wetin Onaluga been talk about, say they just place 1 minute phone call. And they want them say, you know, say we know where una dey o. If una no release these children, we go bombard una. And they just release them. This time around now, 100 children too, they just abandon them, we go capture them. Again, Bola too be come to say, oh, the reason why we know we track those terrorists, now because of say, then they display all their words, then they do all sorts of things on the internet. Nigerians have been lamenting we can't capture them. Say because of say they are not using internet in Nigeria. They are using a foreign internet. They are using Starlink. They are using all sorts of things that they cannot be able to track. The question they are now asking is that, okay, you may say Yahoo boys will not they track well, they are not that smart to also use foreign internet. So if you check some of these things where we say you don't really carry weight like that, it go make people not to believe in the system you are operating. So they need to do better to let people even have confidence in the coordination where they claim say then they do. And we are expecting others in that captivity to come back home too.
Amen. Would expect others who still in the hand of kidnappers to come back home, but for Kwara, for Niger, and then every other place then. Now, the United States people, the delegation will come from United States, will come say they want to do fact finding, they want to know, they say that they do genocide, they kill Christians there, where they don't come, where they've been do meeting with NSA or Sunday, where they say, productive meeting, we go bring details. Now they still don't work now, enter inside Benue State. As at yesterday will be Monday, and they talk with Catholic bishops, chief traditional ruler. Now this same US lawmaker Riley Moore now he enter for X on Monday. Go they talk say they have strong support for TIV and Christian leaders from Benue State. Now make as it take Twitter, he say it was an honor and a deeply moving something to meet with His Excellency. He can't call the bishops, then Bishop Wilfred Anagbe, Bishop Isaac Dugu, His Royal Highness James Iouza, the traditional ruler of Tiv people, made a talk about in what he said genocidal campaign by Fulani in Benue State. He still talk plenty things. He cut cap for federal government, how then they open and willing to work with US to fight this insecurity for Nigeria. In the updates now, he said the discussion focused on terrorism in the northeast, Kilikili in the middle belt. You get and say it's a very serious something where they worry even Donald Trump for inside America. They can't look all the steps then where they go feel work together with us to do everything. In short, for in talk, he said they have received it with positivity. They have now established joint task force between Nigeria and US as an example of cooperation. You get say we dey willing, we dey open to work with United States to fight all of this. And not be just openness and willingness. Now we need to see action inside. They say there's plenty work to do, but things are moving in the right direction. And they look forward to the next steps when Nigerian government go continue to do. Even still Tuale for the rescue of the school children from inside Niger State. So with this in talk, when you still go Benue State, you talk with religious leaders of the Christian faith, you talk with the traditional ruler of Tiv. He said they don't do joint task force between America and Nigeria. They are, is it talk or you feel say translate to progress?
I think better late than never. But now waiting they're supposed to even start with this.
I don't understand.
I mean this fact finding with them they do right now. Perfect move. With this now, they are seeing it by themselves. With this now, the idea, for instance, now from all this conversation we've been get so far, did you hear Christian inside this conversation?
No.
This not waiting they're supposed to do before now. For instance, the narrative was, oh, Christians are being killed. Mm-hmm. That was the impression they were having over there, right? The reason why they said they needed to invade and hack and what have you. But now, him coming now to see the situation, he don't already know, say, okay, he pass, say, Christian or Muslim. This one will be only religious stuff. There may be element of religion. I know say, I can't downplay it. But I'm only saying that that's not the main problem. So for him to now come, whether they see everything by themselves, good and fine. How I wish they can extend their fact finding, even though they don't already program where they need to go and stop before they even embark the journey. Those people know they joke with security. But how I wish they can expand it beyond North Central, Northeast, and also touch Northwest. Okay. At that time, they will be able to know that waiting with the battle pass religion. Because if they be able to achieve touching Northwest, they will touch Kebbi State, they will touch Katsina State. And currently now, Kano now is also on fire. You understand? They will be able to touch it. And I hope again that they will be able to touch Kwara. Since they are in North Central, they will be able to touch Kwara State. You understand? So when they be able to, if they can be able to go around like that, then we'll know, say, waiting with the battle, pass the only impression we then give them over there. So it makes sense, say, them come over to come see how the situation take be for the country. So that they will know the kind of approach where they go take assist Nigeria. If not based on the information we then get over there, they can get 1,001 of it. But if you now ask the other side of the religion to also compile their own losses too, and victims too, you know, say the number they endless. So it better make them just holistically assist the country in solving this problem than to just have this mindset of say, okay, now only Christian, now they won't wipe out in the country. So good move.
All right. So what would they expect now to get from the collabo now and this visit?
We're expecting results. And trust me, those guys will not act without having any result. Now they've been talking about joint task force. Good and fine. It's still a way of, okay, waiting, we work on do, we will not talk, say, make we no do. But this time around, they will make it formal. It will not be in collaboration. Both parties now, both countries will now unite together to say, okay, we want to have US and Nigerian and the military joint task force. And what it means is that they both work together. If you are doing joint task force, it means say sometimes they can even bring them down to the country. So it's still a way of Wetin Trump say what can't do is it's more of like, okay, we dey take another side to see am like this, but it won't be like, okay, federal government no gree, I enter by force, I can't fight the battle. So maybe with their clearance this time around, with their support, financially, technically, everything they can do to end insecurity in the country, not to end the insecurity against Christians.
Okay. All right. Make it be say they won't end insecurity inside Nigeria, not be specific, say insecurity against Christians. If you did watch us and you want to join the conversation, if you send us message for our WhatsApp on top 0906 891 8345. Yes, 0906 891 8345 might be our WhatsApp number, or you meet us for the comment section of this live broadcast, both for YouTube and even for Facebook at CHRICED Radio TV. Now, before we go begin to the calm down for on top of the show, Julius Bukoru will be special assistant on top media and public affairs to before Petrol Minister Chief Timipre Sylva don squeeze face now para for the one way Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC been go padlock Sylva house where they might tama inside Abuja. Now, this matter been start since for November, where EFCC been declared Sylva wanted on top accusation of a $14.8 million fraud. Now, remember, say there was also a time where even soldier people been go raid this same house where they Abuja, so they can't carry him brother and him driver go, because at that time they say his wife they outside country for something of a body matter, and that time church to be the spread, say be like say he also get hand for that church of coup. That time the same thing, talk person come out, come talk, say no, they not do well everything. They even talk say the way they do, and they not give notice, they just go raid in house, go do. Later, sometime I think some weeks ago, he did inside newspaper say Oga Sylva right go give EFCC, yes, last week, say make them give am dates in ready to come see them, make them sit down, make them talk. Now would they say without any summon, without any invite, without warrant, without anything, and say they don't go now, go lock in house where they inside Abuja. And this is Bukoru, they say what even pen and pass, say now where Sylva children, family and staff they live, now be that as they don't stop them from traveling, now there now they say where they want now making family go and all of that. What do you think about this matter? Is it witch hunt, or is the FCC actually doing their work?
Yeah, they can interpret it to whatever you understand. Unfortunately, if now witch hunt, that's still one of the reasons why people not to believe in activities of the EFCC. Say because be like saying that they are taxpayers order nine, then the employers order nine, then they answer instead of them doing their normal work the way it is expected of them. If that one are the case, it still be part of waiting then go out to the record of the reason why the reputation they drop for the FCC. But here is the point. Whether not the case or not, there are some indicators where warrant Sylva, another previous minister of petroleum, to come and answer their papa name before the FCC. We have been pumping money into that sector, NNPC, refineries. We can't produce a liter. That one alone, you don't need anybody to say you get records or you don't get records of corruption for you to be able to come and explain. We are in this organization. You can't tell me SYC will work. I need to make this procurement. And 1 month, 2 months after, that stuff is not working and no explanation. And you want my employer to be smiling at me? It's not possible. So Sylva needs to do plenty explanation, not only him and the previous ministers of petroleum. The people will be president, where they claim saying that them be minister too. Unfortunately, Buhari is late now. If he was alive, he needs to explain to Nigeria why this thing no green work. Again, the last time we had this conversation, I said not only Sylva, thousands of them, directors in that sector, where they give approval, then to say before politicians go fit steal 1 naira, civil servants will go assist them go reach 20. They should identify those people to explain the reason why People will not believe, say, now only Sylva, now witch hunt. May they identify those guys, let them come and explain. The reason why some of those things are not working, and we pump money there. Who made the procurement? Who benefited from it? And why it's not working right now? Who got the contract? Was it paid or not? Money are going to the place. As we speak now, we still get staff in our refineries that they are supposed to be working daily, that they are not working, but they are getting money. They are getting salary every 30 days. We need plenty explanations in that sector. Regarding their family members that are probably stranded right now, I want to believe, say, no be only Abuja or Niger State get. Person will be ordinary Nigeria, say they get houses plenty places, if God bless you. So I want to believe, say, before he became minister in Abuja, in Nigeria, he get your own state, he get places, then get family member. This is part of the sacrifices where you two go need to sacrifice if they have already enjoyed the privilege of having a minister as their father, as spouse, as brother, as whatever. So they should also pay the sacrifice for now. But the point I'm trying to raise now is that they shouldn't just do this because maybe the sense say Sylva one plan coup is against government. They can try and based on that too. They can use whatever means. But if they want to make this thing more realistic and make it more interesting to Nigerians, they should go beyond Sylva, get others and pick them and make sure, say, no be all this rule stuff that the moment they discover, say, oh, the guy is now with them now, he's supporting them now, they say, okay, your sins are forgiven. We don't want that kind of approach. Now, the reason why people know they too believe in their system, but whether we like it or not, 10-year-old Nigerians should be able to ask questions. Say, why our refineries know they work as we speak right now? If you check the records of billions of dollars where they don't pump for that sector. So, it should appear to come and give explanation.
Okay, should appear to come and give explanation. Anyway, now, if you check about United Nations Days, today, International Anti-Corruption Day. Every December 9, they mark them, they celebrate them. Wetin you get, as just to round up the show, wetin you get to talk about this celebration, marking Anti-Corruption Day?
Unfortunately, we are not fighting corruption in Nigeria the way it should be done. So, marking Anti-Corruption Day in Nigeria, I'm sure now, all the agencies that are responsible, they'll be going from one place to another today to also mark it, to say, okay, all is well, we are fighting, we are doing this, we are doing that. But in reality, we are not seeing the result of the fight. In reality, more people that they are bringing to their net to arrest, there are more of the young guys, the EFCC, the Yahoo guys. We get more of those guys. At a point, they say, okay, catch them young. ICPC has this program that they go to secondary school, they talk to people and stuff like that. It will work if you curtail the spread. But if you don't have the capacity to reduce the spread, it no go work. The drivers of corruption full everywhere across the country. Nobody bother about it. And you want to curtail the spread. You want to fight, you want to catch them young against corruption. It go hard. What are these drivers? You are paying minimum wage of 70,000 naira. And you have a worker that can only afford to stay maybe in Niger State to go to work maybe at central area. From that place to that central area, transportation in a month is more than the 70,000 naira you want to pay the person. And you want the person to be loyal to the job. There's a civil service rule that you cannot take other jobs or businesses when you are with them. They have signed it. The moment you go contrary is corruption. But what is the driver of that corruption to that person we would they talk about? Now say money no day. The job no fit feed them and a family. He needed to do more. That one they did. Then we talk about, okay, getting access to public fund. How you they take manage them. You give person where you give 70,000 naira minimum wage to go and manage 10 million naira public fund for you. And you want him to pick only that 70,000 naira that cannot do his TP in a month and be faithful to your funds, then you are a big joker. That driver did there. Again, you get some of these people in their respective offices, then tell you, say, oh, go and wait for your turn. When you become like deputy director or director, now your turn be that. When they reach there, they collapse the entire system. Because of what? Fear of, say, if I resign, if I retire right now, wetin go be my fate. That one, another driver. If you eventually retire, say, oh, you are being faithful to everybody, everything what they ask you to do, you do a normal. When you retire, your retirement benefit, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, they ask you to go and join the queue. That they will only attend to people that retired in 2017, 8 years ago. Maybe your own will be next 4 years. You wait to hear that kind of information. When you reach that position for you to pack money so that it can be enough for you to wait for your turn, you will do so. Some of these things, we don't pay attention to it, but we want to fight corruption, and we are empowering these guys. We are pumping money for them to fight corruption. I was privileged to see a particular land where they give EFCC, where they won't put their institute there to go to learn how to fight corruption. When drivers are everywhere, you understand? They will get admission, they will be pumping more money to fight corruption. But you know, in reality, so many things get wrong. Regardless of whatever you are teaching those people, it no go work. My people, they talk, say, hunger no go feed the worry you made the year preaching. You know they work together, you know go enter. That is what we are saying. So the drivers, they everywhere. In private sector too, you put somebody as a bank, as a cashier, because I'm not standing to make it be like saying a government thing. For bank, you are paying the person 80,000 naira, 100,000 naira. Because maybe family member of the bank man and executive director or whatever, now they're in charge of recruitment. He's using our own private company or his private company to get workers. They will now be paying them. They will take them as casual. You understand? They are not the workers of that bank where we always enter, they say. Now another company then they work for. The company will collect normal price
from the bank.
From the bank.
And recruit people. And recruit people.
And now be giving those people maybe 100,000 naira. And now the people where we talk say, maybe they in charge of our billions of naira in bank with this. So when these people get tired, they cannot afford to do transportation, to do all sorts of things. They negotiate with Yahoo guys. They penetrate cybercrime. They pack all the money worth of somebody in the name of say, okay, this thing. So some of these things, nobody they check them. At a point to show more complain about this. You see security guys, they are collecting 200,000 naira on their behalf as a salary, but they are giving them 40,000 naira, 50,000 naira. And they will struggle for a whole month to manage. When you close your office, you go home, you are resting. If those people attack that office, pack all the belongings there. Wetin happen? Because somebody, one corrupt person, don't already they mismanage them and they were forced to at least do something to get more money. So if you check many of these factors around us, when we say that corruption still they cause them, it go hard for you to say you want to curtail corruption with just mere talk. With just mere I go to secondary school, I catch them young. When you see a few number of them that they are flying their words on social media, and those children, they get access to it. Some of them will be calling, this one is my mentor. I want to be like this person. So many factors are involved. Today now you see a lot of talk today. So you see somebody entering politics today. I don't talk about one particular person before where we say to invite them for a radio program. Now the person will invite them go feed, now he go give them transportation before he go feed come. He can't afford it. And this person became a director of one particular agency, water agency. And before you know it, you don't get pure water companies everywhere. They get cars everywhere, get houses. And you now tell me that everybody will not be that desperate to enter into politics because of that? So the drivers, in fact, we can be making examples, we can be giving examples from now till tomorrow of the factors that are driving corruption in Nigeria where nobody pay attention to government, they shy away from their responsibility to make sure say they tight up all those factors. So the end result is that it go hard for us to fight corruption in Nigeria.
But is there hope?
No hope until they do something drastic. No hope as we speak right now. When we're talking about insecurity, we say, okay, maybe hope they're small. Even though we never even touch wetin corruption, they bring it under insecurity too. Welfare of the soldiers, sometimes they delay. Sometimes somebody sit down on top. They no release money on time. They no do procurement on time. And so many other stuff like that. So if you're not talking about hope or anything that they get hope, now something where at least you are making a simple step almost every time. But in a situation whereby you carry one step, go front, then you go back, what do you expect? Because these factors we have been they talk about right now, we are getting more children that they are giving birth to every day. Our population is spiking almost every day. We don't have system to take care of those ones. And they are joining the situation where we find ourselves right now. So I don't see any when we're talking about fighting corruption in Nigeria. There's no doubt, the hope no day there. We are investing in anti-corruption agency, ICPC, EFCC, but they will just be giving those guys salaries.
So what will be your message on the occasion of the International Anti-Corruption Day?
My message is for government to be fair to all. If they fair to all, none of them can give their children a job of 70,000 naira to speak right now. Even though many of their children know they work. What we get as pay them to take home every month, if you take us home. Many of Nigerian workers. So if you check that one, you go no say, I'm not even agitating for increment of salaries. Because it will jack up our recurrent expenditure almost every time, not only for the government, even for private sector too. When the standard of living is getting higher like this, then there's a problem with our economy. Can they simplify the entire process? Make sure that even with 100,000 naira, you can do whatever in the country. I remember there was a time where my father here say somebody's salary now 100,000 naira. Then you need to see the way he was screaming that how come? How can somebody collect 100,000 naira? What do you want you to do? Gone are the days. So the situation is getting more critical right now. If they cannot be able to fight those drivers, it go hard for anybody to say he won't fight corruption in the country. And if you want to fight corruption, number one, you go make it very serious and tough for someone where you go catch. Say you get corrupt act, starting from politicians. Would they be able to enact that law? At a point, a lawmaker came on the national TV to say, we are stealing on behalf of Nigerians. He talk him. You do me talk him, say, we are stealing on behalf of Nigerians. Because the moment anywhere where we go to, then too, now from the one where they see now, we they take, feed them. Can we have a system that will not allow anybody to steal, that will just make everything seamless for you without you depending on any politician to survive? So that same system will now be able to catch that politician, if not to behead them, if not to kill them, if not to put them for life imprisonment without delay trial. Good and fine, that one go teach people more lessons. We see it happening in China. You understand? They can't do anyhow because they already know the implication. And you will want to do that kind of thing too. Make sure say at least you don't dey fair to an average Nigerian. Make sure that you dey fair to them. Don't be asking them to go and buy a bag of rice, 70,000 naira, and it's the same 70,000 naira you are giving them every month. No money for seasoning, no money for salt, no money for pepper, no money for oil, let alone their transportation to the work where they won't go do all these things. So if you check it, the equation no balance.
Yeah. Final words on the show today.
Final words on the show, the one where they talked before we went on break. I hope they can quickly get our soldiers with them trap for
11 of them.
11 of them, you understand? I hope they can, because then now obey before complain. Then okay, they know they don't care about where they go to. Now, person will send them, and then they always look after.
But there's a diplomatic way they will settle the matter, because they not be part of ECOWAS, not mean say that they be forced. We fit still sit down.
Beef they there. Let us be realistic here.
But we fit still sit down, diplomatic, civilian, take discuss.
Yes,
them.
they fit do that. But beef in day, you knew all what they did to make sure say these people don't come out from ECOWAS. They no agree. They come out. They can't form their own joint body now.
Yes.
Now they cause all these things now. Maybe they might have been doing this thing before. No issues. You understand? For instance, in the case of emergency, you need to go attend to something. If now on top of insecurity now, for no pepper them. But for the fact say, we need more members to our camp. Now go scatter the arrangement. The beefing go definitely there. It go there. So instead of them, we've been talking about this school, I think last, maybe yesterday. Instead of them to go and be saying, we want to go and rescue, you know, go allow it to happen, this and that. How many of those rescue you want to do? How many? You people should deal with waiting they call some of these things where they make military to take over. If none normal takeover we no get anything to do with waiting they pepper people in their respective countries, now then go rise against them. But if you see military taking over, military we no go allow na talk, they take over and now they celebrate them. No, say the people where they there before, they are not doing the right thing.
And a very wonderful place for us to wrap up the show today. Thank you so much, Kola Omoni.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you so much, Abuja. Thank you so much, Kano. Thank you so much, Nigeria, for saying you join us on top Inside Niger today. What a wonderful one. Don't forget to join us again tomorrow, same time, same station, for another wonderful edition of Inside Niger with other Ogbonge tourists them. But many other programs, they come up on top of the station. You're going to need to deal with us. But before all of that, we on all social media handles, with the YouTube, with the Facebook, with the X, with the TikTok, with the Instagram at CHRICED Radio TV. You fit touchlight us, check our reports, check our short videos, check our statements, then drop your own contributions for comment section of all of the posts then. And in case you want to follow us for radio or you want to check us out for our website, with the www.CHRICEDradioandtv.com. Yes, www.CHRICEDradioandtv.com. Now you go for see us for our website. And if not for WhatsApp, you want touchlight us or you want just to talk to us, just reach out to us on top 0906 891 8345, and there will always be somebody we go respond to you. Once again, happy International Anti-Corruption Day to Nigeria and to the rest of the world. God bless.